Okay, okay. Right. So how did we come down to pick this particular name?
Okay, like, before I came into this community, Rihanna was my model. All when I was when I was still in high school, he was my model, and like I really loved her songs from the first time I've heard of her, and like when I came out within this community, so I just had to find out something which makes me different. I just felt like having something like, I don't want to be with other people. One someone is called Emma, another one is called, let me say for example, Beyonce. I just said like I had to make something different, mine, which can indicate me like when I come to someone, it's Rihanna. It's a name no one has have it. I have to be different.
Okay.
Because when I first heard of Beyonce, because when I came in this community, I first heard of Beyonce, Cindy, and By Black. I just realized one thing, that I just like the way they were, and like, when I try to follow up, why did they have to call themselves those names? Black told me I had to be black. Cindy told me she had to be different because she's a bitch. There were several reasons as to why they had those names. So I also had to find something that Rihanna now. I have to be Rihanna. God, she's my mom. Yeah.
When did you first find out? Not find out. When did you first realize you were not comfortable in your skin? You were probably trans.
Okay. To be honest, like at first I never knew that. There is a difference between a trans, a gay, and whatever stuff. So at first I thought maybe I'm a gay, but when I realized there is someone who's a trans, there is a gay, there's a lesbian, and LGBT, it's just not, you have to indicate yourself where you follow. So I just because at first I thought I'm a gay. Even someone can say yes, I'm a gay, because I thought I'm a gay. But I realized that that's not what I am. When I got to know the meanings to the word LGBT, so I had to find myself, where do I follow? And that's how I found myself that, yes, Rihanna, I'm a trans, because I have these characters, I have to be like this, I'm like being like a lady, the way I do and talk, the movement and all stuff, yeah.
Right. Okay. The trans community is very wide. Why haven't you gone through the whole transition process? Why don't you normally dress up and wear your makeup and be in full gear like most of the trans women?
Okay, I have a reason why. Okay, to first go back to my family. My family realized what I am, but when they realized,
how old were you then?
Just stand back when that bill passed out, because I was arrested and like all that stuff. I've put everywhere. My family like to know everything. So, but anyway, before my family getting to know, I had to keep the reputation of my family, because I'm loved with my family and like, they love me a lot. So I also love trying to do those transactions, being a pure lady, all the stuff. I do love that, but I can't do that because of my family. Because when my father got to know, yes, what you are, okay, please, but control yourself, all the stuff, but please don't do anything concerning of being, because I tried to tell him, you know what, father, I want to do this. So he said, even the clan telling it that you're this, then they shouted, now if you do the transaction, whatever stuff, then what will happen? So you won't even be married. So, and for that, I just wanted to do it when maybe I'm going abroad.
Okay.
But now I can't stay.
Right, so you're still on good terms with your family?
Yeah, I'm still on good terms with them, because my father, or my family was so understanding.
Are they supportive?
Kinda.
Okay, what does kinda mean? Could mean anything.
Okay, not so supportive, but they try to be supportive, because I'm not like the other time when they were not aware about it. Yeah, when once you're just a son, Now they realize they have a daughter, not a son. So they can't be supportive the other time the way they were. So that's why I said kinda. And also support you.
Okay, back to the whole trans and being a little different. So when do you get to openly be you in terms of what you wear, just being who you really feel like you should be?
Yeah. Okay. It's kinda a laughing matter, but you know, this thing, me personally, I know I like, even sometimes when I'm here in my room, I can be me. I just sometimes feel like putting in a pattern. I put in my high heels, they're there. I put them here. Yeah, be me. I put my music, then dance. I like, you know, but I can't expose myself for now, cause once I come out through the community, many things can happen for now. But it's something I'm trying to put in consideration because I really like being me. Yeah.
And do your neighbors have any idea you're trans or you belong to the LGBTI community?
Yeah, they do. Because even, for example, when you came, you say Dinyabo. So they, because around some people think, because for them they don't know that there is being trans. They don't know that there is being trans and there is being a gay and trans. They don't know that, but they just don't know that difference again. You know, you just have to explain, and I can't explain the whole village. I start making a meeting. You know what, the village? I'm a trans, BTBT, all that. So I can't tell the whole village. But what I can do, I just look around, stay alone. I just look at them. I don't have anything to do for them.
Have they been in any way negative towards you?
Yeah. Yeah, they do. Because you know, not everybody is. We are all not the same. You know, so some people they can just look at you, they like. Someone can say, "Oh, that one is a gay, we're gay." You know that thing. So I can move here. People can be talk. Hey, how do you make things? You know that kind. You make friends, but there's some people are negative. Because I can't say all. Yeah. But it's just matters how I handle those people.
Are you in a relationship?
I do.
Yeah.
And he's my boyfriend standing outside.
Does he mind?
You know he doesn't.
He doesn't. Tell him to come in.
No. Just leave him.
Oh, okay. So I asked if he minds. So tell us about your relationship, just briefly.
Okay, my relationship, I'm just in love with someone I love. Okay, it's not too much, but what, you know, but something is someone I really truly love, you know, and he do loves me too. So
Okay.
yeah,
So how
that's
did you
what I
meet?
can say about it, because what I know he doesn't love me. I can't check his heart. I can't pull it out and take it inside. Yeah, I can't do that.
Okay, what would you say is the hardest thing about being trans, especially in terms of relationships?
Yeah, because the most hardest is that you can't get some men, you can't do personally to trans people do sex work. Some people, some tops or some men, they have this fear that if you take a trans, you can be exposed to the village. You understand? So there is that challenge. That being a trans, you can't really cut out your whatever minorities or life, as in going for sex work to a man. That is the big challenge we have in this community. But not too much, because I think it's the biggest, because you can't have the man, because it's very hard to find a boyfriend who can be there for you because you're trans. I think that you can expose him around the entire village, around the entire society.
Okay. So what are your plans like for the future? Where do you see yourself in about 5 years?
5 years, like I'm planning to, I'm having a plan of leaving this country for just 2 years.
Where do you plan to go?
Sweden.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm making it, I'm just in process for it, and I think I will be living with my boyfriend. I will want to go to Sweden for some time. So and after then maybe I come back. We see what comes next.
Okay,
I
so
can't
when
say
you
now.
relocate to Sweden, what's your plan? Because some people just go sit in the refugee camps and...
No, I can't sit there because I'm planning to go there for some 2 out of 3 reasons. One, I will just want to just add on my studies from there.
Okay.
The second, and try to make some money from there as well. I'll carry out my sex work from there even. Yeah, so nothing much.
Alright, speaking of sex work and being trans and being in a relationship, how does that all add up?
Okay, if you can add the 3, you can like move with it, you know, because it depends in a relationship. It depends how your boyfriend think about it, you know. Because if your boyfriend loved you when he knows that my wife is a sex work, so then he has to be there for you. For sex work, it's a work.
So for your boyfriend, all it is, it's a job, and that is pretty much it.
If he is comfortable with it.
Okay.
Yeah, because if you discuss about it and he's okay with it, but if he's uncomfortable, you can leave it as well and find out something to do. Because if you do love that person and he said that, you know what, I don't want what you're doing, you have to leave it and try to do something else. Yeah.
Okay, so how understanding is your boyfriend? Doesn't it get to him at times?
To him, not because I don't show it that to him, for real.
So
Because
you've learned to keep your lives apart. Your relationship is away from your work.
My work, yeah.
Okay.
But sex work I don't do it normally because it's not something I do with my. Just do it maybe like when I feel like, you know. It's not something I do really.
Okay.
Yeah.
So who would you say has been like your role model, especially in the trans community in this country?
Starting from the beginning has been Beyonce. In ways, within the community, she knows how to solve it like that.
Your battery. You've not been recording. Okay.
So there are some things I don't like on her, you know, like the way she talks, the way she dresses, yeah. Because sometimes she put in some big t-shirt, like yeah, you can look at it. The t-shirt is so mean, you know, and I say, where does she buy them?
T-shirt. I don't understand how a t-shirt can be mean.
It is because you know when you start calling yourself I'm a class bitch, there are some things you have to do to show that you're a class bitch. Once Cindy come out and say I'm a class bitch, there are some things you can look at her. You say, oh, for real, she's class. The way you dress. I can't just come out, Rihanna, I'm a class bitch, when I can't even dress something crazy, which is kind of expensive. If you're calling yourself a bitch. Being a bitch, you have to show what you really have. You know, and like she has opportunities to some things, but the way she handles those things, I don't know anyway. But I just love her. But the way there are some things I don't like on her. Yeah, to be honest.
What has been your greatest achievement since coming out?
Not as much, but and many things I wanted to achieve when I came out, but there have been some challenges for them to get them, but I'm trying to cover them out.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what have been some of these challenges?
For example, I had an achievement of like having you know a sorted relationship, and it was one of my things. I'm finding a some guy, what of that, but there was a big challenge for getting a real guy. Understand? That was also a challenge to me. I wanted to be so known, to Uganda. So that was a challenge of just being known. You know, the way you make your things, to make yourself popular. So for real, it's a challenge. There is a challenge there. But now I'm known anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So I've just achieved some, but I've not really filled all what I want. Yeah. But I'm trying also to do things because. Yeah.
Right. If you had one thing, like one piece of advice to give this community, especially the trans community, what would it be?
Yeah, like first they have to be proud of what they are and love what you are, because if you don't love what you are, then you're in a wrong position. You have to be proud. You have to be you, as in doing something. You say me, yes, as me as I speak it out that I'm Rihanna. I've never changed it. Even if you find me in town and you call me Rihanna, I can turn, because that's me. Because I'm proud of what I am. You have to be proud, and you have to be honest within this community. Because if you are not honest with this community, then you're not even honest with your life. You're cheating yourself, because there's some things which have been happening in the community, whereby it shows that we are not like, we're not honest with ourselves, and if we are not honest with ourselves, what can happen next in future? So we have to be honest, we have to be proud of what we have and love it.
Okay, Rihanna, thank you very much. I think that pretty much sums up this interview. Ruth.